Have you ever wanted to try an all-in strat that is truly all-in? And when I mean all-in, I mean pulling the boys. Let's do this. Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here, coming at you with some more Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. And in this video, I'm going to be showcasing April's strategy here with the French, where we do a super all-in. And when I mean all-in, as I mentioned, it is a CDB Musketeer all-in with a Pioneer card, which boosts your CDBs. So this is actually quite an old strategy that used to happen on the Legacy version of the game, but we're actually seeing it in the Definitive Edition. And it's kind of a meme strat, but I hope you guys really enjoy this and take note of the card orders, the strategy overall, and let me know down in the comments below if you're going to give this a go and really throw off your opponent. I'm sure it will be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Without further ado, past Widgie, take it away. I've had huge overhauls, big changes, nerfs, buffs, left, right, and center. But the French, the Brits, India, they're kind of civs that haven't really changed a great deal, which is always nice to see. It means they're a good, solid, stable civ. And a lot of people say that this civ is the beginner civ for you. So if you're new to the game, a lot of people recommend the French because they're a very standard, classic RTS style civ with essentially buffed villagers. So they're villagers, which are the Coureurs de Bois, the CDBs. They are essentially buffed villagers. They have a higher damage, higher health, and they also gather slightly quicker as well. So if we just go on to the more info, we can start to see the other bars that we have. So top right part, let's have a look at Aiken here. Playing as an unusual civ, not many people play, is Ethiopia, one of the African civs, one of the latest civilizations to the game, bar the Maltese and Italy, of course. And I've seen Aiken play Ethiopia quite a bit, and I think he likes to go for kind of like a semi-FF. Straightforward semi-FF, nothing crazy. No sort of merc play that I see from Aiken. He plays a decent, honest game with Ethiopia. No real laming involved. So let's see how that treats him and whether or not he can nab the win. He is going to be grabbing a treasure here, 40 coin. It's going to be very nice. Let's have a look at his deck. He's got the Tawny normal deck, and he is going for the Trinity. 2 villagers and 1 Aben. And the Aben basically will task itself on the tin mines and the gold mines with a monastery, and it'll basically be an improved gather rate on coin. So they're very, very good at gathering coin, Ethiopia. They've had a recent buff and change, so that's something to bear in mind. Okay. We have a look over at April now, see what April's up to. Has gone for a TP opening. So with French, you can go for a TP or you can go for a market opening with hunting dogs. Kind of depends, really, the situation. But here, I think it's quite nice to go for a TP, and that's exactly what he's done. He's obviously got his deck here. And if we just have a quick look, we can see this is kind of like an anti-water deck because you've got two ships here, 2 caravel, 1 frigate. You don't have any fishing boats or any sort of eco-related cards for fishing, so it's a standard anti-water deck. And yeah, we have an upgrade here for villagers just in case. Very sort of standard deck though, actually. Nothing crazy here. Standard anti-water deck that we see. Now see a little bit of sparring here between the explorers. Hey, KKK Weir, thank you very much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for your support of the casting of the Kings of the Old World tournament.
Tremble, human.
Thank you very much, dude. Do see Una here trying to get stuck in.
Hello.
Big old Ogaro Una getting in. Now let's have a look at the age up here of Aiken in transition. He's going for the Habesha. I can't say for certain what that even is, but I know that he is going for some of the market upgrades here. I think he's just gone, yeah, he's gone for a villager HP upgrade, which is basically like your greatcoats, but it's the Africa version. And you can see that 150 plus 30 there. And he's obviously got the hunting dogs as well. The hunting dogs equivalent. Can't even remember what it's called. But it's just a nice increase of gather rate for food. So maybe he's anticipating a bit of raiding potentially, especially with the French, because they like to go cav a lot. And we can see the Aben here trying to take down this treasure. Abens are really good, by the way, to help your explorer. Because they're very, very good at healing. Insane healing rate, by the way. It's 10 HP a second. It's absolutely wild. So very, very good at healing units, especially in battle as well. If you want to use them and pull them into the battle. And definitely very good. Also, they can actually just solo a lot of the treasures as well, which is nice. So this is just a nice 15 food treasure there. Very, very small amount. And he can going to be getting into the age up. Let's just have a look and see what he gets. He's going to be popping a granary on the left side there. And let's have a look and see what this age up is about. There it is. We get a mountain monastery and a camp builder along with some coin. And straight off the bat, he's going for 700 coin. So it looks like some kind of FF to me. He's got 3 of those, so 300 coin. And he's going straight for 700 coin. That says a lot to me. Snares are coming in, which is basically the steel trap version, which is a further increase to your food gather rate. And let's have a look at April. He's also just aged up with a quartermaster, I believe. And he's getting a forward barracks down market, and he's getting further CDBs. So quite a standard opening here, nothing crazy. He does have another card available to him. So I'm not too sure if he's going to be going for an infantry card or whether he's going to be going for maybe 700 wood. No, it's going to be going for 700 coin. So that says to me potentially that he could be FFing or semi-FF. He could open up with like 5 or 10 musk. That is quite a standard thing. You do 5-10 musk and then you go straight into an age 3 after that. He's actually switched it, so he's going 700 wood. Okay, so he wants to stay in age 2 a little bit longer, I think. That's what that says to me. So let's see how this one goes. 4 CDBs are out. You can see the eco now 20 against 15. No one's got any military out just yet, and we can see definitely an FF is on the way. You can get into your age pretty quickly with Ethiopia. It's quite impressive. Sub 6 minutes to get up is quite good. Apparently, some people say to me with the Portuguese, you can get up with the Portuguese around 6 minutes. So I've recently started playing the Portuguese, trying to play them on the ladder along with India as well. And I'm trying a fast fortress strategy with Portugal. And apparently, if you macro well, you can get up around 6 minutes, which is kind of mental. So he's going to be putting down a war camp now. He did just sell both of his cows. You saw that. He sold them for wood so he can just help him out in transition, get some war camps down. Very nice. And also a TP. It's good to see. And he's going to have another card available. I wonder what he's going to go for. He could go for maybe a Neftenia. It's hard to say. I don't know if he's actually scouted a great deal. He has scouted the barracks there. That's all he's scouted, though. He has got a nice watchtower here for any forward shipments that he needs. He's got it right there. He's also got that hunt under his control, you could say. And off he goes. Now, April gone for 700 wood first. That's enabled him to get a second barracks down. And you can see he has gone for a like 10 musk semi-FF. This looks very, very good. And that extra wood is just going to be nice. You know, it's going to enable him to get a couple of houses as well. He hasn't gone for a stable, which is interesting. So he's still gone for the double barracks. And we do now see, I imagine that we're going to see maybe a Neftenia shipment. We do see Javelin Riders on the way. So I'm going to say that he's going to go for the Neftenia. I want to see it. He hasn't got enough for the Sudanese. I think the Neftenia, which is a skirmish unit, I think he's probably going to go with that because he's creating Javelin Riders right now. So he's going to be going for maybe a Skirm Goon composition. That's what I think. So let's see what happens. He's going for the Jesuit age up right now. I can't say what that actually provides. Let's see. It's a mountain monastery and a church and a ton of XP. And he is going for the Neftenia. There it is. There it is. Wow, look at all these CDBs coming out here. Wait, is he pulling the boys? Whoa. What's going on here? He's gone for Pioneers, 65% on the HP of the Vils, and he's literally just doing an all-in. He's pulled all the boys. And they are on the way. Oh my god, this is something crazy right now. Pulling it in. Dory says the patch is out. Oh really? Wow. Yeah, I'll have to see that at some point. But look at this. Can Aiken hold this? 30 Musketeers, 25 CDBs, buffed up now, 360 HP. And he has his Nef tenures. This is amazing. Can he hold? Villager going down, trying to grab the XP there. Aiken does have the Sebastopol Mortar on the way. This is such a bold move. I did not expect this. I thought it was going to be the semi-FF, but it wasn't. It was just tons of Musk and then pulling the CDBs and going for it. Insane. And we've got to remember that there is no gathering really now from April, so his eco is just non-existent. This is an all-in. If this fails, it's pretty much over for him. The war camp does go down. The Sebastopol is on the way, and there it is. Sebastopol looking good. I cannot imagine Aiken's reaction seeing this. And looks like he's just going to try and get the Musks to... He's just going to front the Musks here as best he can. And he's doing pretty well, actually. Not too bad. And the Musks are getting stuck in. And, ooh, there's a lot going down here. TC going to be firing. Javelin Rider's going to want to try and get into this as much as possible. Sebastopol Mortar has gone down. Still a lot of Musks left. We've still got 20 Musketeers left. And he is creating some CDBs still. And he's got 8 crossbow on the way for April. Is Aiken got something? He has. He's got 6 Javelin on the way. He's looking pretty good score-wise. He is up. And he's just waiting for those Javelin to pop. There they are. And he's got a further Javelin shipment coming as well. It's just never ending. 15 Javelin Riders right now. He's got all of his vills in that TC. He wants to see what he can do. Probably the best thing is just to try and pick off what he can. The vills are going to be sieging. 9 siege for the vills, 20 for the Musketeers. And he's going to be going down, seeing what he can do. He just can't do anything, though. Because they do have a lot of resistance, remember. 40 range resistance. And these CDPs, they do 11 damage each. And they're pretty much one-shotting these Javelin Riders. It's actually insane. The villagers are out. I don't know what Aiken can really do here. Further Javelin Riders are coming out now as well. I probably would say to hand attack them, to be honest. But what an interesting game. Villagers are being pulled. They're going to try and just sort of make their way through the CDBs. But what an interesting style here. We do now see a further 8 crossbowmen coming up to reinforce April's army. And this is the all-in. If you haven't seen an all-in, ladies and gents, this is it. This is it right now. 3 Husks coming on the way now as well. So absolutely amazing to see. A perfect kind of counter to an FF Civ. This is going all in against an FF. This is probably one of the best things. And I don't know what Aiken can really do here. A little bit sloppy there, losing a Javelin Rider. And unfortunately, he's going to be met with the crossbowman as well. Another Javelin Rider goes down. And I think all he's got left are these vills here. He's actually got 14, so there's only 8 there. So he's probably got... Yeah, he's got a few here. And he's really got to think about what he's doing. He's got 6 Javelin Riders on the way. Those crossbowmen just one-shotting. Oh my god. One-shotting the Javelin Riders there. And now, April could just go back to Eco. You know, he's done his job. He actually didn't really lose that many at all. CDB, he's got 25 still left. And what a strategy. I've got to try this out. I've got to do a BO of this strategy. You know, it's amazing. What an all-in. It's just kind of like a meme kind of crazy all-in. The French all-in. Pulling the boys for the play here. And he is actually going to start to transition. He's going to be putting down a stables here. And the crossbowman doing a great job really catching out Aiken there. Taking down more Javelin Riders. And he is going to be... I don't know what Aiken's trying to do here. He's trying to get a war camp down. But it's kind of rough. The boys carrying the game indeed. Indeed, Sir Gando, yes. So there is a new patch out. Fantastic, yeah. I'll have a look at that. I won't do any coverage on the new patch because I already did a main sort of coverage on the PUP, but I will have a look. I might try out the Italians because they've recently received a buff. So I've been looking at them, and I might return back to the Italians because I haven't really played them at all. So something that I might do. So the villager here, they're just trying to return back to base, trying to be sneaky and see what they can do. But April in a fantastic position here. You can see the military at the top there, 32 against 7, 27 eco score against 13. And it's just paid off. I'm sure there's plenty of scenarios where this doesn't pay off. Like if you're going against a Civ that's going to play Age 2, you probably don't want to do this. You probably just want to FF yourself. But against a Civ that, like Ottoman, for example, that most of the time will FF, or maybe Spain, maybe pulling the boys could work. We do now see a nice clear up here, managing to sort of section off some of these crossbowmen, and the Javelin Riders are in mass there, and they're going to be able to do quite a bit of damage and clean up these crossbowmen. And we do now see 600 wood on the way. He's staying Age 2. I don't know whether he's going to be thinking about getting into Age 3, but we do now see Huss on the way. An interesting thing to do, to go Huss when there's Javelin Riders on the field. It's an interesting play. Maybe he's scared of Neftenias, potentially, because he does have a lot of musketeers. But it's an interesting one. Maybe to also raid as well, get a bit of mobility. Lots of questions. I just love how like brazen it was. I just think that was amazing. You know, 3 CDB, 4, 700 wood, 700 gold.
Bonjour.
And you can see that he's actually got he's got place of mines, steel traps, and he also went for the great coat as well to improve his HP. But they are quite menacing. Like a buffy skirmisher unit, basically. 11 ranged. And they do bonus against artillery as well. So they can be quite good against FF civs. It's kind of mad, really, when you think about it. And Akin here managing to get enough influence to get 15 Sudanese. So they are the knife throwing unit. Very, very good. They were quite prevalent before they were nerfed. They're still very good now. And they do more damage the closer they are. So they just throw knives super fast. And they're good against light infantry and light cav, I believe. These Neftenia are going to get caught out. So April absolutely thinking ahead here, knowing that there'll be some more Neftenia, and there is. And they're going to be able to easily cut off there and get that. And I think this is Akin's last stand. He's got the 15 Sudanese, and I'm not too sure where they are. Here they are. This is the last stand of Akin. So he's going to try and challenge what he can here. The dervish here are going to have to really try and deal with all these musketeers. You can see the knives being thrown, but look at that. Look at the range resist. Like a whole, like 2 volleys worth of knives there. Not even taking down a CDB. And the Abans are in here, going to be trying to heal as much as possible. And this is going to be the showdown. This is it. Cav are coming in. Javelin Riders going to try and get on there. The Javelin Riders are not upgraded. Remember that. So the Abans are going to have to try and heal as much as possible here. Javelin Runners doing a good job. Dervish going to be throwing in, see what they can do. But the CDBs are just going to be fronting everything here. And the Hussars just going to try and do as much as they can. And there is the GG from Akin. Absolutely brutal. The all-in, the CDB Pioneer all-in rush.